Audio Jungle.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Cooking with Kat and Nasia, your favorite source of online cooking recipes and source of systems physiology knowledge. Today we're going to be talking about the cardiovascular system.
As you know, the cardiovascular system consists of the heart and the blood vessels that transfer oxygen and nutrients to all the cells in your body that they need to survive.
But what happens when these blood pathways aren't clear?
Sometimes arteries, which carry richly oxygenated blood to all of the cells' bodies, become clogged with something known as plaque. This is called atherosclerosis.
Well, what is plaque? Plaque is a sticky substance that accumulates on the inner walls of arteries. Plaque is made from various substances that accumulate in your blood, including calcium, fat, cholesterol, cellular waste, and fibrin, which is a compound used in blood clotting. Two kinds of plaques. Stable plaques have thick fibrous caps that separate the lipid core from the blood, and they do not activate platelets. Vulnerable or unstable plaques have thin fibrous caps that are more likely to rupture, exposing collagen and activating platelets that initiate a blood clot, also known as a thrombus. This vulnerable plaque is made of mostly white blood cells and cholesterol.
To make your plaque, all you need is food coloring, cornstarch, water, and a bowl.
It's really easy. First, you take a big bowl. You make sure your hands are clean and they're ready to get dirty because sometimes your plaque can be really sticky. Then measure out 1.5 to 2 cups of basic cornstarch. You can get this in virtually any grocery store, just in the baking aisle by itself. We use this brand. So we need about 1 more cup. Don't worry if it makes a mess, you can clean it up all on your own. It's super easy. And so there, that's your cornstarch.
Now measure 1 cup of water and add 3 to 5 drops of food coloring. We're using yellow because plaque is a yellowish white color due to the cholesterol and fats in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Now go ahead and add that yellow water mixture to your bowl full of cornstarch. As you can see here, it's now a little bit of a yellowy white color. And watch as you mix with your hands. Feel free to get them a little bit dirty. The consistency is going to feel kind of weird, and it might get a little bit warm as you're mixing it up because of the chemical reaction that's going on. But in the end, you'll end up with a really sticky, solid substance that looks like plaque. Watch as the consistency of the plaque changes from liquid to solid. You just made your plaque! See how you wouldn't want this clogged up in any of your own arteries? So let's actually see what happens when your arteries are stopped up with plaque. As you can see, the plaque fills in the arteries all over the sides. As you can see, the plaque is sticking all to the sides of the artery, and blood flow will obviously be blocked. Well, there are many factors that contribute to the damage of the lining of the inner walls, or endothelium. First, high levels of bad cholesterol, also known as low-density lipoprotein lipids, or low levels of good cholesterol,
also known as high-density lipoprotein. Good cholesterol is known to negate some of the effects of bad cholesterol.
Okay, cool. In addition to the excess presence of cholesterol, high blood pressure also increases the rate of arterial damage.
And lastly, smoking and excess levels of blood sugar also contribute to endothelial damage.
The damaged endothelium then attracts white blood cells and LDL cholesterol, which burrow into the inner surface of the artery. As this accumulation of white blood cells and LDL, also known as the plaque, grows over time and spills into the bloodstream, a blood clot or thrombus forms at the site where the plaque originated. This clot and blockage can completely stop bloodstream until the artery bursts. Or if this clot completely blocks blood flow to a segment of the heart for 20 to 30 minutes, this is what results in a heart attack. Nasia, how do we stop all this from happening?
Kat and Nasia, how do we stop this from happening? First of all, minimizing all of the contributing factors we discussed toward the beginning would be the first preventative step. Changes in diet and behavior such as quitting smoking, keeping blood sugar levels low, and bad cholesterol levels low, and good cholesterol levels high. This will prevent initial endothelial damage. In addition to preventative steps, there are treatments for atherosclerosis. Surgical angioplasty procedures that might include stents or bypass surgery can be used to clear blocked blood vessels. So, Kat and Asya, why is this so important? Why have you been telling your viewers all day about this?
Well, Super Plaque Man, heart disease is the #1 cause of death in the United States today.
According to the United States data for 2004, in about 66% of men and 47% of women, the first symptom of atherosclerosis cardiovascular disease is a heart attack or sudden cardiac death.
This can happen to anyone.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode of Cooking with Kat and Asya.
Have fun playing with your plaque, and remember, keep it in the bowl and not in your arteries.